Trendsetters. Well, today my interview is on a new startup company, Hiringhood. What they're all about, no, I want to explore more about it, not to say anything. Let's hear from his own voice, Mr. Sarath sir. Welcome to you on the show.
Hi,
And
Neha.
I was so excited to know about Hiringhood. I love the name.
Yeah.
So would you like to say something about the name first?
Yes, so the name Hiringhood is basically we coined because see one way it is basically it represents Robin Hood. So because Robin Hood is the one who actually help people. Another thing is that it rhymes with brotherhood, motherhood, sisterhood, familyhood, and all. So that's the reason we want actually we want to build an aggregation platform which brings all people, all stakeholders together. That's the reason for it. And the interesting part is that we have identified the horse as our logo to the brand.
Okay, horse. Okay.
Yeah, horse as a logo to our brand because horse is actually known for its stability, trustworthiness, and most importantly, the speed. So we want to be the fastest stakeholder in the entire recruitment process, which helps employers to hire people faster. So that's the reason why we actually named ourselves Hiringhood and with the logo as a horse.
I would more interested to know about your journey also. Like you've been into like a good education background, then a big job profile you have.
Yeah.
What clicked you to just leave your job? If you can talk about your last job where were you working, and then what made you to work on this? Again, it's a struggle. Like to start on your own, it's not a joke, right?
Yeah,
It's a lot of pain and struggle you have to go through.
Yes.
Sitting at a one place, getting permanent salary, and then you leave everything. And what makes you that?
See, so to start with, I was an entrepreneur earlier as well. So, and once you are bitten by an entrepreneurial bug, it stays with you forever. So, I started my journey as an entrepreneur in 2007 to 2010. But it's in non-IT space. But maybe in the current context, I will hold it for some time. We can discuss about it that part later. But actually, what intrigued me is that when I was working as a head of delivery in one of the biggest IT service company.
Wow.
So, and I was actually helping my customers. In fact, I was working for Fortune 5 IT product company. It's an MNC, it's a billion-dollar company. What intrigued me was they being a biggest brand, okay, and they have 300 to 500 recruitment vendors on their side. Brands like them also literally used to run after me, seeking help, and literally begging and pleading me to, can you please help us out with these resources? We don't have, we are losing billing, we are failing to deliver these products, and our customers are actually escalating things on us. We are under tremendous pressure. So that's actually intrigued me. Literally, like, why is this a company of this scale and size? How can they not have resources on time? So there has to be some alternatives. And as an engineering leader, most of the times my task was always to ramp up teams faster. And most of them it's like yesterday types. And since yesterday is already gone, most of my management or my customers used to ask me whether we can do it today or tomorrow. So the sense of urgency is always there. It's always there. And there are some stakeholders are there in the industry, but you have challenge with everyone. So it's not that there is no stakeholder who is helping and all, but it's not at the pace that the corporate wants it. So do you know that on an average, India loses around $500 million revenue just because not able to fulfill these resources on time. Because sometimes it so happens that if you are not able to fulfill on time, it goes to the other countries.
India is losing big time.
Big time and all, and even bigger problem. And there are typically three stakeholders that you can think of where they are supposed to help you, but when it comes to the emergency. But every stakeholder, existing stakeholder, has a problem. Like for example, a bigger company might have an internal recruitment team, but the challenge with them is that since the recruitment comes in bursts, they can't afford to have a larger teams.
Yeah, larger teams.
So it costs them because the requirements are not consistent throughout the year. So they'll end up having smaller teams, and they actually have more of vendors, recruitment vendors, and helping them to fulfill this position. So it essentially means that these internal recruitment teams can't do volume hire and an accelerated hiring because the teams are small.
Yes.
The second stakeholder is the job boards. The job boards problem is that their business model is not oriented towards accelerated hiring. They say that I have a database of profiles. If you want to hire people, you just need to find the needle in the haystack all by yourself. So you put a search string and you might end up having some 3,000 people coming up, and you need to find out whether he's interested or looking for a job change, this location, this title, this salary and all. Someone has to do that heavy lifting. So their business model is not oriented towards accelerated hiring. Okay. The third one are these recruitment agencies. The problem
the
with
normal agencies, we get our consultant you're talking
yes,
about.
yes. The problem with them is that even if you go with the bigger size recruitment agencies, like some have 300, 500,000 recruiters, the problem with them is that while they have those many number of recruiters with that agency, they also have equal number of employers on the other side.
Okay.
So net, you might, if you engage with 500 recruiters recruitment agency, hardly you will get 1 or 2 guys working for you.
Oh.
You might be on the perception that those many guys will be really put on, because they have so many other customers that they should be engaging and working.
And getting a skilled person, that's also a big challenge.
Real challenge. So the existing stakeholders were not able to help you with an accelerated hiring. That's where I found a problem, and actually it's an interesting problem to solve.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting, because I've seen everyone and industry has reached a status quo situation. So there's no innovation happening in recruitment tech. So that's the reason we decided to solve this problem. It's an interesting problem, wherein what happens is that typically if employer wants to hire people faster, they come to us, and of course they are ready to pay a little premium because we really help them solve the problem. And what we create is something called a contest on the platform, where this is on the demand side, and on the supply side we have aggregated more than 500 plus recruitment agencies across pan India. So where they were actually mandated to source only either immediate joiners or who can join in less than 30-day notice period only, which essentially means that we are taking hot demand on one side, hot supply on the other side.
Sometimes it's a relief for the people who are like serving on 30 days notice. It's a big relief.
Yes.
Layoffs are happening.
Yeah.
That's also a big relief. For
Even for the job seekers who got laid off also.
Yeah.
Our ask is to basically, we give more importance for the people who are immediately available.
Ready to join.
So for them, it's helping them.
Yes.
Basically, this platform helps either side. And also, to put it simple, we are like an ambulance service in the recruitment industry.
Okay, that's a great line, an ambulance for the recruitment service.
Yeah. So what we, as I was just mentioning, when the employer wants to hire people faster, they come to us and we create something called a contest.
How much time you take, like?
See, typically we can help them in onboarding in average 2 to 3 weeks time frame, because all the job seekers that we have on the platform are either immediate joiners or who can join in less than 30-day notice period.
And how they can connect to you? Like somebody wants to connect to you directly?
See, we actually,
like a person who's looking for a job.
Yeah, we are actually, right now we have built only 2 personas. One is that our Hiringhood persona and the other one is a recruitment persona. We are actually adding 2 more personas. One is the employer persona and the job seeker persona, where job seekers can directly upload their resumes and mention their availability, whether they are available immediately or lost their job and all, and that actually comes as a priority list for us.
So this is a website, or like
we
how
have
we
we typically call it as a marketplace platform.
Okay.
So we already have that, and people can actually log into that. And
Hiringhood.
Yes, hiringhood.com.
Okay.
So that's where they can actually, on the employers, they can come and register.
Okay.
And recruitment agencies can come and register themselves, and job
You're the mediocre, like you said, the ambulance part you're playing.
Yeah, we are the middleman. We are like.
So how you differentiate your company or your skills as compared to consultants who are providing employers or solving employer problem? How you differentiate yourself? Like it's just a fast way you're giving.
No, not that. We actually have a lot of things that are different. See, if you take a typical recruitment company, they don't have any tech. So for example, if we actually were able to figure out that if you take the entire recruitment assembly line, there are 15 different steps that are, you can chop it off into smaller steps. So everywhere, every small step either can be actually automated or solved. And what we figured out is that out of these 15 steps, 8 steps were already solved by others, other players. But there are 7 more steps where there's no solution exists. So we are actually trying to build those solutions.
Okay.
Like for example, we are trying to build screening and shortlisting tool. Right now, it's not there, AI-enabled screening and shortlisting tool. And the second interesting thing is that if employers typically doesn't know what's the probability of, if I make an offer to a job seeker, what's the probability of he joining us. So we have built a job seeker joining probability tool.
So how long this setup company, like when it started?
We are a 3 years old company.
Okay.
Okay, and good part is that we are incubated out of T-Hub as a part of their T-Angel cohort 5. So out of 675 companies, they picked up top 13 and we are in the top 13.
So is it like when you came out from your job, is the investment you made, typically your own investment?
See, I would say I'm a little fortunate enough to, of course, I have my savings and all. I invested in the company, and the best part is that I have some friends and family who initially helped me in the angel round, who invested in the company, and they really helped me to build this company.
So, what was your first investment? You would like to reveal?
We got around 50 lakhs.
50 lakhs investment.
Yeah, 50 lakhs is the investment that got.
Now it will be in billions. The turnover you have made it.
Yeah. So now recently we closed our seed round, wherein we raised $500,000.
Great.
Yeah. Thanks.
Doing well. I think that's a great inspiration from 50 lakhs to this way.
Yeah.
So work hard can take you to any way. Touch
Definitely.
your skies.
Yeah, definitely. And it's all happened because. Of course, we got the support from T-Hub as well, and we also got another entity by name International Startup Foundation called ISF Bangalore. It was co-founded by a person by name J. Chaudhary, along with his team.
So, what was your age time then when you were started your this?
I'm around 42 now. Now I'm
that time
42. Now it's 45.
So people always think of the starters is only for the youngsters. So there is no age bar.
No, definitely.
Because when we are into 40s, we think it's a relaxed job. Let's not take the risk. So I think that risk-taking factor is very important.
Yeah, that's the differentiator, I would say. First thing, perseverance and the risk-taking ability is the only one I see personally. As the biggest trait, of course, along with that, the mindset of winning mindset or entrepreneurial mindset is what you need. So for me, those are the 3 key elements. If someone wants to take the risk-taking ability, the perseverance, and also the
patience.
Yeah. So, and the third one is the entrepreneurial mindset.
So you started with how many staff members that time? I think.
So we started with only 3 people initially, and later now we are around close to 30 people now.
So now you have a very
all youngsters.
Youngsters energies. I can see they were so focused in their work, and I love this one concept of your company. All young people are there, and the smile is there.
Except me, everyone is young.
So it was some idea, like sometimes we feel like young people have more ideas, and that's just is very important.
Yes,
I should compliment.
So as a culture-wise, what I believed is that of course, let me tell you on a lighter note. So earlier, I was actually taking 100% credit for whatever the problem and the solution that I have. So after I hired the youngsters and all, we did something called workshops. So just to brainstorm and see is the solution really correct and validate and all. So it so happened that the entire team and a few others who actually joined our workshops added so much of value. They stole 75% credit from me. So I only have 25% credit left. That 75%, the way it got shaped up, happened only because of the team.
And the young people.
And the youngsters. And
so the more scope in Hiringhood is for young people.
Youngsters, yes.
Okay.
And we believe in that, that open culture. Anyone at any point of time can be challenged.
Right.
So even I get shot every day. I get challenged every day by my team.
Yes.
Even now also, if I suggest something, there are so many people who will shot me down saying that Sarath, that doesn't make sense. It will not work.
Oh, great.
Maybe there's a different alternatives of doing it. Maybe it will cost us less, and the time is also less if you follow this. So they keep suggesting that. So
I think it's a leadership quality you have, that you're listening to your staff, right? Your colleagues, your people,
They're amazing. If you just empower them, sometimes they're better than you.
Yes, true.
And I'm so fortunate, and I believe in that culture. And moreover, sometimes innovation is very costly affair.
Yes.
So if it is actually someone is thinking about the problem and they're coming up with a solution, let better embrace them.
And not based on the age and experience. I think.
No,
on the base of idea,
we don't give. My co-founder is 10 to 12 years younger than me.
See.
So I listen to him on so many
So
aspects.
only idea works.
Yeah, idea works. Idea
solution.
works. The solution works.
So
And
you're just on the sector of IT or other sectors also
see,
you're exploring?
see, right now, because our forte is in IT, because
Okay.
I come from a BTech background and I'm an engineering leader. So because that's a known terrain, we would like to solve the problem in IT first.
So would you like to explore in other sectors also in the
Yes,
future?
yes. See, the solution that we are trying to build is basically horizontally and vertically scalable. When I say horizontal scalable, it actually, if you solve it in IT, we can solve it for BFSI, manufacturing, retail and all. Because everywhere there is an accelerated hiring demand happens. All of a sudden, people wants to start something and there are shortage of people. So acceleration is needed, ambulance is needed everywhere, everywhere.
Emergency.
And when I say it's vertical scalable, it actually means that if you solve it for India, we can solve it in Australia, Europe,
But
India,
right now you're more focused on India, right?
Indian market right
Indian
now.
market.
But
how many like states you have covered or like?
So all states, we have employers from all different places, all 10 major cities.
Good.
And all our recruitment vendor base, 500 plus, are across pan India, maybe all the states.
So from here to go to other countries, that's also next platform can be created? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in most likely maybe in 6 months to 1 year time frame.
That's your next platform?
Yes. So most likely we might actually explore the US market, US and Canada market first. And post that we can think of Europe and Australia.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, your journey is so eye-opening. Really, the way you have come up with this theme, this idea can change somebody's life. That line is there, no? Idea can change a life.
I truly agree.
And you are doing that. I think you're changing the lives of people.
Yes, and especially the employers also. If you see everyone is surviving because there are businesses who are doing good, and if the businesses succeed, my belief is that the societies also will thrive better.
True.
So it, of course, so many people say it's the bottom up. For me, it's the other way around. If you're able to make your employers or customers who are actually struggling to get this manpower, because these businesses typically help when they hire, what they do.
Yeah.
They are going to solve problems for the world.
Yes.
So if you're helping them in hiring and the right talent in the shortest possible time, then I think I'm actually contributing something to
And
the
one thing you're contributing to India.
Yes.
That the project should not go out of country.
Yes,
It
obviously.
will remain to our
Yeah,
India and we can grow economically.
I definitely want to be selfish there. So
No, our India, I mean that growth will be there, economic growth, that growth goes to everybody, you know.
Everybody, yeah. And it's better uncash on the opportunity because we are the biggest IT resource pool that we have among the de facto destination for any IT is India. So you better actually take 100% advantage of it and maximize it. Don't have any holes left so that revenue slips to other countries and all.
I love this. I love this attitude, really. Being an Indian and standing for the India.
Yes,
it's a great stand for India, I must say.
Yeah, definitely.
So this startup is actually helping our India to save the projects. I must say this.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
and
important.
In fact, I have another proposition. Like for example, if employers, there's always a chicken and egg problem that they'll run into. See, unless until they have enough bench, they can't go on quote for the other customers of them to get the projects. But maintaining a bench is always a costly affair because there's no project right now assigned for any resource, but you still have to pay the salaries. But with if they associate with us, the biggest advantage is that we always running pool of people. It's mostly like they can consider that they already have a virtual bench with us and a partnership with them, with us. Actually, they can talk confidently to their customers, saying that if you give any work, I already have a gold, silver, platinum partnership with Hiringhood. I can actually line up people faster within no time.
Wow.
Because I always have ready-made pools available.
That's a great initiative. I must say, I love this concept.
Yeah.
And the way you have expressed the views and the journey, it's really inspirational. Thank you so much, Sarath Garu. I mean, I think in the future, we'll do more of the interviews as you expand. Pan India already there.
Yes.
Internationally we want, and we want more sectors. Banking,
definitely.
Hospitality, so many sectors you can work on.
E-commerce, retail and everything.
So I think the option should be given to every person to get associated with you.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. And we also are looking for partnerships when it comes to assessment as a service and interview as a service, BGV checks and all, because that's non-core area for us. So we would like to do partnerships with recruitment tech companies who actually can partner with us and we focus on the core aspects of the recruitment part of the side of things.
They will come to you, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarath sir.
Thank you
for
so
giving
much.
your precious time.
Thank you,
so
Neha.
much.
Thanks for the opportunity.
No, we also wanted to explore this, and I think the message should go through this media. You guys are doing really well. I mean, saving the India.
Yes,
I
yes.
must say.
Yes.
So one projects go outside, it's a loss for us.
No,
So
we
it's a
shouldn't.
great stand for you.
Yeah, we shouldn't allow that to happen.
That's the really makes me feel that I'm doing the right thing. I'm
Yes.
doing the right interview.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sarath.
Thank you.
That was really interesting topic to talk about, that the India should not lose any kind of projects outside, and Hiringhood is doing really remarkable work. Well, for more updates, keep watching iDream.